Sleepless, restless, watching a bird on a wire. Ageless, cageless, watching a man wishing he could fly. One has the wind, one has the stars, one still paying on the family car. The price of free, it just keeps getting higher. Sleepless, restless, watching a bird on a wire. Anxious, thankless, dreaming of the great migration. Weathered, tethered by the fear of forgetting how to fly. The same days keep coming, and the same ways keep numbing the will to fight the gods of gravitation. Anxious, thankless, dreaming of the great migration. Ride in the river, ride in the river with you. The tide takes a swimmer, the tide breaks a swimmer in two. Speechless, reachless, silence in the expectation. Fiending, careening toward life in the Stick to the center, mind the edge, bag the trash, stack the dead, fake your way through another conversation. Speechless, reachless, silence in the expectation. Sleepless, restless, watching a bird on a wire. Howdy, folks. Thanks for tuning in to another Jedd in the Shed. Took a few weeks off for pretty obvious reasons. Thanks everyone who's been to previous shows and is back. We got a new shed. It's more of a garage, really. It's my little makeshift workbench. Hey Bucky, how's it going? Michael Klein, my most excellent father-in-law. How are you, mate? Sandy's here. Manny, how's it going, man? Rob, sounds divine. Cool, man. Thanks. Hopefully we got it figured out this week. Jim Ross, Jeannie, D, so cool. Listening from Port Macquarie. Oh, that's awesome. Wow. Was formerly from Tamworth. That's awesome. Went to high school in Tamworth for a little while before I got a gig touring on the road and quit high school. This is the first time streaming live to YouTube tonight, so we'll see how that goes. Farrah Simmons, hope I'm saying that right. How's it going, Farrah? Thanks, Manny. Thank you. Man, I appreciate you guys showing back up. I really do. We've got these new Jedd in the Shed t-shirts, which I was telling you about. Really, these palm trees look a little suspicious. Patrick, how's it going, man? Good to see you. I'm just gonna play some more songs. I'll probably keep it a little bit shorter tonight. So yeah. And Jedd in the Shed will now be Wednesday nights, just so you guys know. We switched from Saturday to Wednesday because the weekends get a little crazy in our house, and it's a bit easier to work the schedules with the kiddos. John Kahn, how's it going, mate? Man, it's good to see you on here. Representing from my childhood in Quorn. Do you still live in Quorn? You probably do, or somewhere close. I'm probably going to play more of my sort of darker mellow tunes tonight because that's just kind of the mood I'm in. So, hey Danny, how's it going, man? Joseph, how are ya? So that's what I'm going to do. This is Animalize. Crawling out of the morning, shedding dead skin. Last night I was a real chameleon, crawling into daylight. I lost a lover boy unbound, looking for myself in my shadow on the ground. I've been deep in thinking. I've been a real nowhere man. I've been out of my body and my head, and I can't find a reason to come back yet. I'm up on trial for killing time again. What am I supposed to do when the bastard won't stay dead? I kicked a star into a black hole. Some things you gotta see, some things you gotta know. I've been deep in thinking. I've been a real nowhere man. I've been out of my body and my head, and I can't find a reason to come back yet. The street light outside is on the blink, and the nights here are so heavy-handed. I'm staring into animal eyes. I've been deep in thinking. I've been a real nowhere man. I've been out of my body and my head, and I can't find a reason to come back yet. Yeah, all right. Thanks, Danny. I got my Collings back, which I'm excited about. It's been at Gary Pachosa's studio for the last little while. When I was, before this pandemic, I was living in Santa Cruz, as some of you know, and thanks, Andrea. Appreciate that. And flying in and out from there to here for sessions, and this was my main session acoustic, and glad to have it back. I've got a great story for you guys. Cool, Bucky. Thanks, man. Collings, I was talking about. Can you see that? It's cool headstock. I was talking about Collings guitars with a friend of mine at a session last week. My friend Mike Bonagura, and just to give you a quick backstory, when I first moved to Nashville years ago, I rented a house on top of a hill, and there was an amazing revolving cast of roommates. And hey Kenny, how's it going, man? And one of them was a guy, a songwriter from Houston, Texas, called Mondo Signs. One of my good mates. And when Mondo showed up, he had a suitcase and a beautiful Collings guitar that was built probably in the late 1990s, and it was awesome. It was one of my favorite guitars, and it would be on the couch all the time. I get to play it, and you know, he spent 20 years writing songs on that guitar. Well, last year it got stolen, and I think it was last February. It's been gone for a while, and he posted some photos of it on Facebook, and you know, sort of sent word out on the wire that it was missing. Well, I had a feeling Mondo was going to get his guitar back, and I didn't know how, but I just had a gut feeling that he would. And last week, I was playing a session in Franklin, doing a little guitar overdub for my friend Mike Bonagura. We were talking about Collings guitars, and he said, man, the best Collings I ever played was at a pawn shop in Franklin a couple months ago. And I was like, oh yeah? He was like, yeah, man, it was beat all to hell, and it was like a 90s D28. And I just sat there and listened for a minute, and I picked up my phone and I went to Mondo's Facebook page, and I pulled up his post of his stolen guitar, and I showed it to Mike. I said, did it look like this one? He said, that's it. That's the guitar. I said, oh man, it's my friend's guitar. It's Mondo's. It was stolen last year. And magical things happen around Michael Bonagura. There's legendary stories about him, and this is another one of them. So he knew the guy from the pawn shop that owned several of the pawn shops around Franklin. Called the guy, couldn't have been nicer. Put me on the phone with him. I said, hey, I'm pretty sure that's my friend's guitar. It was stolen last year. He said, well, I'll put you in touch with the guy that manages that particular store, because he bought the guitar for himself out of the store. And I said, great, we know where it is. And that guy called me up. His name was Jason. Couldn't have been nicer. Said, I've got the guitar. It's at my house. I was going to do some work on it and fix it up. And I said, well, man, we got to get it back to our good friend, because he's been missing it, and he's written every song he's written in the last 20 years on that guitar. And I text Mondo. I said, hey man, I found your guitar. He said, no way. And a couple days later, the guy, Jason from the pawn shop, called the detective and came and picked it up, and he sent me a message today. He's like, man, I got my guitar back. So there you go. Isn't that a sweet turn of events? I love it when that stuff happens. How's it going, Mike? Christopher Blake. All right. Thanks, you guys, for tuning back in. Appreciate it. And you need to check out Mondo's music. He's made some great records, and he's one of my favorite singers and songwriters, and he's a great dude. Back in my drinking days, we drank many a beer together. Now we just drink coffee and write songs, which is far more productive. How's it going, Grant? Good to see you, man. And with that, a lot of crazy stuff happening in LA this last week, so I'll play my one and only song about that city. They come on buses, they come on trains, they fly in on aeroplanes, looking for Hollywood. Come from far, come from near, you'll always be a stranger here. Welcome to Hollywood. Hollywood goes down like honey. Hollywood, it tastes like money. I've walked up and I've walked down, it's just another border town. Hollywood. Go ahead, take another puff, as if it were not weird enough. There's a full moon on Sunset tonight. Hollywood goes down like honey. Hollywood, it tastes like money. Call it off, call it in, call me back if you find a friend in Hollywood. Call it cool, call it luck, make you feel like $1,000,000. Hollywood. Hollywood goes down like honey. Hollywood, it tastes like money. Hollywood, are we there yet? Hollywood. I've walked up and I've walked down, it's just another border town. Call it off, call it in, call me back if you find a friend. All right. Hey, Carol. Yeah, that was a fun night in Tulsa. I did a one of these little Jedd in the Sheds from backstage at Kane's Ballroom. What a cool place. I had a great time in Tulsa. It was a cool city. One of my good friends, Drew Wynn, has House of Guitars in Tulsa. Prints up these shirts, Jedd in the Shed, obscuring the, you know, I didn't think this graphic was going to be so big, but maybe that's a good thing. Thanks, Kenny. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, shout out to Steve McCreary and everybody at Collings Guitars. This is the Julian Lage model, OM. I love this guitar so much. I don't know if anybody's making a better new acoustic guitar. I doubt it. Hey Jedd, best ever opening night in New Orleans. Oh, cool, man. Thank you. Thanks, Greg. Thanks for tuning in. Don in Knoxville. How's it going, Don? Thanks for tuning in. Man, you guys are awesome. Thank you. I'm going to play a couple more from my record, West, which we'll have back in stock shortly. And I'm excited about that because I worked hard on that record. We haven't had CDs for a while, but we'll have them hopefully next week. Hey Rhonda, how's it going? I want to play Dreamer. Dana from New Mexico, how's it going? Wendy, howdy. How's it going, Abby? Thank you. Glad you're back on here too. Thanks for tuning in. Jody Thomas. Hi, Jody. Good to see you on here. This is The Dreamer. Early in the morning, before my eyes open, I'm a dreamer walking in a world far away. On black sandy beaches, the bones of strange creatures and pieces of my memories wash up in the waves. Drift around a while and come up on an old friend. What you doing out here, man? How the hell have you been? Says his place is endless, the days and nights are timeless. He smiles and he looks ageless, nothing more to say. outbursts like fireworks. I'm in Jackson Pollock's universe, flying across his canvas and falling back to earth. Somewhere between real life and a wild imagination, I'm halfway between living and dying to live. Hey Tom, how's it going, man? Been thinking about you. I owe you guys a guitar lesson. Let's figure that out. Dwayne. Still remember a young lad from the Flinders playing Folsom Prison Blues. Damn. How do you remember that? Come on. I don't even remember that. I do actually. I remember it very well. Karen from Arkansas. How's it going, Karen? Dale from Alabama. I like that you guys say where you're from. That's cool. I'm Jedd from South Australia. Audio is really good today. Cool. Yeah, quick shout out to Ear Trumpet Microphones. This is a loaner from Gary Pachosa, one of the great engineers, loaning me this great mic. I think these are made in Portland, Oregon, if I'm not mistaken. This new shed sounds pretty good too. I like it down here. My dad's name is Silver. Oh my God. I remember Silver. He was mates with your dad. Yeah. Wow. Wow. You guys used to play in the Talent Quests. Port Augusta. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, our dads used to play campfires together back in the day. Up in the... My dad grew up out in... on a station in South Australia, which is like a ranch in America. It's called a station in Australia, called Malurna, which was on the shores of a huge dry salt lake called Lake Eyre. And he knew every Slim Dusty song there was to know. Yeah, that's cool. Wow, what a crazy crazy world. It's getting hot in here. Oh, hey Julie Bell. Hi from Auntie Val. How's it going, Auntie Val? Love seeing your posts on Facebook. Man. good friend Mike Moody is tuned in tonight too. He has a company called Magic Amps, or Magic Amplification. And I'm playing through an amp that he built called a Vibro Prince. If any of you need a great blackface style Fender amp, he's the best in the world. Seriously. Are Jedd in the Shed shirts still available to order? They certainly are. You can go to a few places to get these Jedd in the Shed shirts. You can go to a site called reverb.com and just type in my name, Jedd Hughes, and they'll pop up. Or you can go to Guitar House of Tulsa. Or is it Tulsa House of Guitars? Either one of those. If you search guitars in Tulsa, I'm sure it'll come up. And you'll find one. You can get those there. I think they're like $20. All right. Here's Back to You. City's quiet and the street lights glow, when the shadows on the alleys and the places I don't go, when the stillness of the air is cut by a siren, I'm back to you. When the moon is on its feet and it's dancing on the river, when lovers on a bridge hold each other like forever, when a star that you once showed me is shining in my view, I'm back to you. I'm back to you. Night is filled with strangers and their voices reflecting off the walls in waves of static noises. If I close my eyes a second, you were right here cutting through, and I'm back to you. When the dreams that I don't want to dream, they shake me awake, when my mind is taken over and my heart just needs a break, you hang out in places that I like going to, and I'm back to you. I'm back to you. Miles of these roads start to wear my heart lonely. When the exits and the gas pumps start thinking that they own me. And going home is all I wanna do. I'm back to you. I'm back to you. I'm back to you. I'm back to you. Whoops. I want to play just a little set of songs that I wrote while we were in Santa Cruz to finish tonight's show. Thanks everyone for tuning in and hanging out. Spread the word if you can. And subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm told to tell you, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Apparently that helps us get paid somehow. I never know how that works. How's this guitar sound? This is called a Del Vecchio. These were made in Brazil in the 1960s and 70s. I think this is probably a 70s one. This was a sweet gift from Michael Bonagura at a session I played last week. I picked up this guitar and he said, "You should have it." I said, "Man, thank you." When we were in Santa Cruz, I was listening to the new Wilco record a lot. I'm a big fan of Jeff Tweedy's music making and writing. His Wilco records, and I was reading his book and listening to his record, the Wilco record, a lot, and I think this set of songs, 3 songs, kind of came out of inspirado from that record. So I'm going to play those, and then I'm going to say goodnight. And thanks to everyone for coming back. And I really appreciate you all. I mean that. It's, it's really cool, you guys that have been here before, that you're back, and for anybody new, thank you so much for tuning in. Changing my story, distorting the truth, kissed by the summers of my youth. Bobblehead Jesus, heavy metal high, I I dream myself out of that blue desert sky. Shine on, winter sun. Shine on, shine on. Shine on, winter sun. The wall wizard's drunk, his day glowing gold, being framed, signed and dated, gets old, I'm told. Time wears the season, the good and the bad. God only knows if I'm happy or sad. Shine on, winter sun. Shine on, right on. Shine on, winter sun. Shine on, winter sun. Shine on, right on. Shine on, winter sun. I've been the dreamer, I've been the drunk, been high as sunshine, low down in the funk, been everything there is to be in this town. Man, it's feeling good to be the stranger now. I tried religion, I tried freewheeling, I tried believing in things I wasn't feeling. I almost lost myself just trying to get found. Man, it's feeling good to be the stranger now. I started leaving without knowing. I started walking and just kept going. And I was so gone, there was no point in turning around. Man, it's feeling good to be the stranger now. I like the air here, I like the crows, I like the fact I've got a name no one knows. Feels like a future with no history hanging round. Man, it's feeling good to be the stranger now. I started leaving without knowing. I started walking and just kept going. When I was so gone, there was no point in turning around. Man, it's feeling good to be the stranger now. Man, it's feeling good. To be the stranger. I am the stranger. All right, thanks everyone for tuning in. And see you next week, same time. If any of you want to send me a message, you got to request something you want to hear, something that I think might be in my wheelhouse. I'll have a go at it. Thanks, Kenny. I'll leave you guys with this one, and thanks again. The sunrise is steady, the dreamer's eyes open. It's not quite the world or the life he was hoping, but see, silver linings. He stares out the window, the kettle is whistling. It's not what he had, it's what he's never had he's missing. And see, silver linings. He's never on time, never too late, never quite ready or willing to wait for see, silver linings. Head in the clouds, feet in the sand, casting his heart on a hook once again for see. Big love to you all. Good night.